record it. So this module is called Working the Plan. Can you see my screen? Okay.
No, I just called, I should have wrote down the thing that you get online.
Oh, that's all right. It's on posted on Facebook, but that's all right if you can't. I'll send you the PowerPoint anyway, so you can go through it. But basically what this one is bringing it all together. So bringing our modules all together and then, because one module works on the next module and working on the next module. So you're talking to more people to grow your Avon business. You're on the path to achieving your SMART goals and great plans. You are confidently coaching your team to help them grow. With all of this in place, it's important to check your progress along the way, and you'll be able to celebrate your awesome results and adjust your actions if needed to achieve your goals. We call this working the plan. So in this module, we're going to go over what do we mean by working the plan, how to look at campaign results and also quarter results, so understanding your results, finding the gaps in the business and then taking action, and then also looking at the multiplier, which is your team as well. So everything we do with Avon, especially as a leader, is to look at not only what we can do for our business, but to also have a look at how we bring our team with us for those that want to also experience the growth. So
right.
Our last seminar, which is basically this one, Working the Plan, focuses on what happens after you begin to execute your plan. And it's important to track your progress so you can adjust your plan along the way. This is where the real fun begins. You don't want to look back at the end of a campaign or after a number of campaigns and said, I shoulda, coulda, or woulda. So we're going to be proactive. We're going to take a pulse on how your activities are or are not supporting a successful campaign of the achievement of your long-term goals. Today, we will review when and how to track your progress along with the red flags, with any red flags that you can help identify if you need to adjust your approach. So for those that are on the call, how often are you looking at your business results?
Every other day.
Really? I thought you might. Okay. All right. That's awesome. Yeah. I think just, and how long does that take you just to have a glimpse at your business? How much time are you thinking?
A lot of, like, when I talked to the leadership desk the other day, she was telling me little things that I can go to, and I was like, what? And so I was just kind of looking at it. And then when you talked to me, you remember how you showed me the reports last week? I've been kind of, going back and trying to stake out my plan.
Okay.
'Cause I'm going to start in campaign 11 with trying to track for bronze leader.
Yes, you are.
And then I talked to my roommate last night, and she said that's what she is. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, I got about 100 people on my team. And,
yeah,
I said, well, I'm ready. I said, I'm going to be doing that after I come back from the cruise. I'll be, ready to jump in there for bronze, my path to that. So I know when I go for it, I'm going to have to go for it all the way. So
okay. Awesome.
I'm looking back at who I want to work with.
Oh, so you were talking to your roommate on the cruise that you're
right. He called me last night.
Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, that's awesome, Tasha. All right.
So now I'm on the computer.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, good. All right, so it's important to track your progress so you can take the right action and achieve your goals. So first, track your process in the short term and during your current campaign. You have the opportunity to easily see if you're on track to maintain your current title or if you're on track to advance to the next title. You can adjust your actions to ensure your success. You also want to keep an eye on your progress towards your long-term goals. Track your progress versus the goals you set in the goal-setting module of this program, at least every campaigns. And we went over that leadership planning calculator report, which gives you, the past 6 campaigns, which you're having a look at the end of every campaign. So that gives you the opportunity to achieve your plan as needed and to celebrate your success. You want to stay on track to achieve your goals. So when focusing on the current campaign, we are taking stock of any immediate, short-term needs to maintain our current title or achieve the next title. So within Vibe, our individual progress report provides a nice window into our performance and allows us to keep a pulse on where we are doing well and what areas are at risk from campaign to campaign. So when we identify the area of risk, it is essential to deploy quick hit tactics to remedy the solution. This may include doing something yourself or providing real-time coaching to your downline. So this depends. I mean, I'm sure you guys are checking your progress report probably every other day if you are maintaining and also leveling up to the next title as well, and also looking at your downline as well to see how they are going in their progress reports as well. So we're going to meet Kerry. Kerry is a bronze leader who recently participated in the leadership development program. She checks her progress during the current campaign and finds that she has achieved 99% of her current titles requirements. She is thrilled that her efforts are paying off. Kerry has a goal to become a silver leader in her next year. She checks her progress towards silver leader requirements so she can adjust her activities and achieve her goal. So we're going to look at finding the gap because, again, as you become more familiar with the reports in Vibe and the ones that you really like to be able to help navigate your business through, remember you'll take your key learnings and then help your downline as well, because some reports they may love, some reports they may not love, etc. So it's all being able to find those gaps, but also being able to empower your downline to be able to find the gaps themselves and to teach them where to go. So let's look at what is keeping Kerry from becoming a silver leader. In order to achieve silver leader status, Kerry needs to increase her total team sales and she needs to add a G1 leader to her downline. Kerry begins to think how she can adjust her plan to achieve her goals. Even if she cannot get them all done within this campaign, she can start putting things into motion to really get them moving in the next few campaigns. So, planning to take action. So Kerry can do a couple of different things. To increase her team sales with this campaign, Kerry can pull a couple of different levers. First, she can try to increase the number of overall orders by seeking out those who have not placed an order yet. Or secondly, she can try to increase the average order size for those that still have orders left to be placed. Here are some ideas for increasing Kerry's team total orders. So the first one is share best practices on social media, follow up with reps with no order, or sharing ideas for creating an order during this campaign. And I know you guys have had some success with that, and you can really see that in the numbers as well. So ideas to increase team's average order size. Share add-on sale ideas with your team. I know we've had some great successes with the $10 beauty kits that are coming out with the eyes in. I know one leader really focused on that, and she had one of her downlines sell 40, the other one sold 22. So she really did, she did a call to action to help them raise their sales up, and that was very, very amazing because her sales dramatically and also her team sales dramatically increased as well when she really started focusing on items in the campaign book. So And also share cross-category sales ideas with your teams. For example, if she buys jewelry, encourage her to add makeup to finish the look. For each sale, think about online sales. People who purchase this, they also purchase that. So what other ideas would you have to help Kerry increase her sales?
I know it said about the add-on.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I would say I do talk to my team about add-ons.
Okay, good.
But
Good.
if you say about a bundle, maybe doing a bundle for each customer.
Yeah.
You pick the products that you want them to, you know, pretty much participate in. Say, hey, would you like to buy this bundle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe 2 bundles or 3 items that you can bundle up and say, hey, would you like to, purchase this bundle?
Yeah. And you can work with the Miami Sales Center with that as well. And we can talk more about that in another one. But that Miami Sales Center is a good resource for you guys as leaders to incorporate that to your team and do like a special bundle with your team.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some great stuff in that Miami Sales Center. So,
but how do you get in touch with them? Because I tried to call them one time and I could never reach anybody.
I'll send you all the information. But yeah, the easiest way, you can even go on Facebook, you can email them. The hardest way is to actually call them. But by emailing them, or even you can go on Facebook or whatever like that. That's the easiest way, and they've got a pretty quick turnaround as well. So, but definitely we'll talk more about that because that is.
Yeah, I want that information. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we're going to talk about that. So let's talk about how Kerry can increase her G1 leaders. Like I said before, this may not be possible during this campaign, but Kerry needs to start working towards this goal now. To increase her G1 orders, Kerry can recruit new representatives who might be interested in leadership, identify team members who are good potential leaders, and discuss the leadership opportunity with them, coach them to help them achieve their next title. But a coaching tip, remember, only coach those. We talked about that last module. Coach only those who want to be coached as well. And there was I had another call with a leader last week, and what we did is we looked at the earnings statements. So you may want to have a look through, if you come across and you say, or you have a downline member that says, I really don't have anybody to coach, or I really don't, think that they may be interested or whatever, go to your earnings statement and have a look at who actually is doing like $200 sales, or who's making you that money, who's doing consistent orders, all of that kind of stuff, because that will show you who may be good potential leaders and who are consistent as well, because I think that's a really good deep dive into the business. So look at your earnings statement, and then just with a highlighter, just going across and just saying, this person I may want to talk about, this person I may want to talk about leadership, this person I may want to talk about President's Club, or this person I may want to do like a little how do we, she just missed out on President's Club last year, how do we help her this year? Or, so look at your earnings statements, because that's another really good resource on Vibe to be able to see and identify who in your downline you should be working with. And as I said, you may want to have you may want to set aside, at the end of, the national closeout, or, we close out on the Tuesday, but maybe on that Wednesday or that Thursday that you really do that, that planning session and really look through and say, I'm really going to sit through my earnings statements. I'm really going to look at my, my summary report and all of that kind of stuff. But just to have that.
So that will be tomorrow.
Yeah. And just really, have a look at it and just put that in your calendar every 2 weeks, and then do your recognition from there as well. But I just think, when you're looking and identifying, especially as you reach for, bronze leader or gold leader, whatever it may be, just identifying those up and coming people that, that are earning you money, or maybe they're used to earning you money and you're not seeing it as much anymore or whatever. But maybe you've got a couple of people there that are consistently doing $200 sales every single campaign. So they may be a good one for you to reach out to. So we're shifting our attention from tracking short-term results to tracking where we are versus our long-term goals. So it's a great idea to go through this exercise every 6 campaigns or at a quarter at a minimum. So looking at your long-term progress, follow the same steps to track long-term progress as you did to track short-term. Look at your results versus your goal. Find the gaps and adjust your plan to take action. Tracking your long-term progress also allows you to do one other very important thing. Celebrate success. We talk a lot about recognition, and I'm seeing so many people do so much more recognition. It's so exciting. I saw one of our leaders, she went ahead, it was her first time yesterday doing recognition on Facebook, and just the feedback that she got was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. So it was like just all really, really exciting to be able to celebrate success every single campaign with the team. And also what she did differently was she recognized all of her generations as well. So she really looked at her 1 through 5. And then because, just because you never know who in the pipeline in your downline may want that connection with you and may really want, they may live closer to you than they do with their upline or whatever. But it's a great way to build a relationship with someone without calling them about a no order or whatever, is just to celebrate that success. So recognizing your success and your team's success is just as important as adjusting your plan to close your gaps. So if you don't set long-term goals, how are you going to track your long-term progress? So if you don't set your long-term goals, how would you track your long-term progress?
You can't.
Correct. Right answer. So this chart, thank you, this chart represents an example of a gold ambassador and her results after 6 campaigns. You can see she'll want to adjust her actions and make up some ground if she wants to achieve her goals for the year. She can celebrate her personal sales. She's making it happen with her customers. Now she might want to focus on sharing how she does it with her team. So let's talk. Okay, let me go to the next slide. Okay, so let's talk about how you can impact your long-term professional results if you can identify a gap. So here are some ideas that you might try if you need to adjust your plan. So here are some ideas. It says, ideas to improve personal results. Prospect more. I know we're doing the 5 by 5, the 5, the 10, and the 20. So prospect more people. Do the 5 by 4 by 5. Get your teams on the 5 by 5. Go back to the people you know. Contact them. This is the new Avon. Conduct Avon opportunity meetings. I think everyone knows that I don't like the word opportunity meetings, but we've been doing the sip and samples. We've been doing the come and learn more, talking about the new and the latest products. Follow grow when you talk to people. Increase add-on sales and cross-category sales. And steal others' ideas. We've got some great people out there sharing some amazing ideas that are really simple to incorporate in your day-to-day life. Also, ideas to, grow your title. Identify your next leaders, coach your next leaders, and coach your lower level leaders to achieve higher titles. So you want to find and get to know them, and also their goals and their dreams as well. So let's talk about how you can impact your long-term team's results if you identify a gap. Here are some ideas you might want to try if you need to adjust your plan. So sharing best practices on social media. I know we've got a lot more people doing the FaceTime, having live videos with their team, doing quick Zoom meetings, having face-to-face meetings. I see a lot more of that happening in our field areas. Duplicate your key learnings from the coaching program. So what you learn from here, take it onto your team. Like, what things do you feel that could really help your team members? Because the idea is they are your multiplier for your business. So you want to be coaching and developing those for those that want to be coached and developed. Recognizing team members, we talked about this, recognizing them on Facebook, maybe giving them a quick text, hey, great job. Just those little things mean a lot. Create team competitions. I think that competition, even recognizing the top 50 in your team or the top 15, whatever it may be in your team, it's amazing how that instigates friendly competitive natures from your team as well, because they want to actually beat their next door, their other representative, or they want to be number one and all that kind of stuff. Connect the team with learning opportunities. If there's a blab meeting nearby, get them to come. Or maybe, there's a team meeting that isn't necessarily near you, but it's near somewhere else. Or maybe, partnering up with them with another representative. And investing in coaching the right people. Make sure when you are investing your time with the people, make sure that they are the ones that deserve your time and energy, because they're the ones that are going to help move them up. They have to want it as much as you do. You can't want it more than them. So really having that, we call it truth talk, having that, that real conversation, you've got to want it more than I want it for you. So saying, but I'm going to help you every single step of the way. But you giving 100% and then them giving 100% as well. All right. Up to this point, we've focused on tracking progress and adjusting our actions to succeed. During this campaign, performance may be tracked daily or every couple of days based on the size of your downline. Beyond the campaign, track your progress after every 6 campaigns or at the end of every quarter. At the end of every quarter or 6 campaigns, and at the end of the year, consider reflecting back on your results to identify lessons learned and celebrate your success. The strategic thinking will allow you to implement insights gained from past experience so that you can avoid missteps moving forward. So we have been talking for those leaders, that are going away for the cruise next week. I know you've got a lot of things that you have put in place to keep your business going and to keep your leaders going and to keep your representatives going in the field. So I also want you to think about, as we come into summer, because this time you have Aspira, this time you have some different products that we can really maximize in the summer months. So summer should now be a really successful time, because we do have so many people that are out of the, maybe out of the workforce for a little while and can concentrate on their Avon business. But there's also a lot more different activities that people do in the summer rather than winter. They go on vacation. They take, there's different camps people go to and all of that kind of stuff. So really looking at summer as, okay, what can I do to really maximize this time to really grow my business and to grow my team's business as well? So remembering your team is your multiplier, and I know you guys love on your team a lot. So making sure that together everyone achieves more. It is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed. So just making sure, as I said, you're working with the right people, that you're coaching your downline, and just, I called some people today in the Jacksonville areas. I'm trying to find some people to help in this area. And I spoke to some representatives, and they were like, gosh, I haven't had a phone call in forever. So I was just like, making sure that you're reaching out to people and getting them excited and pumped, because some of them may not have known all the updates and the changes that have been going on for Avon. So it really is great to bring it out in the community and get your team back involved if you're not already having meetings, etc. So this is the last application guide. So this is when we bring it all in together. So I just sent it to you before the call. It will be for our one-on-ones next week, and I know Most of the people that are, I think, I know I've got quite a few heading on that cruise, which I expect lots of pictures, but we will need to reschedule your one-on-one for the following week. So just know, just have an amazing time on that Bermuda cruise, get lots of pictures, and really pump that up because you guys earned a trip to Bermuda, which is a big deal. And there'll be a lot of other people who would have never had an opportunity to travel. And you guys are having the opportunity to travel because you worked hard for it and you got to a goal where you earned it. I mean, that's a big deal. So you are an inspiration and you know people are looking at you because you have been successful. So take this time, be loud and proud about earning that cruise and share your results and share, how much fun you're having because you may inspire somebody else who maybe hasn't been able to travel before or maybe doesn't think, they need some additional money or whatever. But, giving them the opportunity to be able to reach out to you and say, like, how did you do that? That was amazing. So in our collaboration call, which is again next Thursday, and I know you guys taking the cruise will not be on it, so maybe you can just email me or text me, whatever it may be, and just let me know what is your proudest moment as an Avon business leader. So what is your proudest moment as an Avon business leader? All right. So I can't wait to hear about your accomplishments during our one-on-one calls. And if you aren't achieving your goals now, I know once you adjust your plan, you will be able to. All right, ladies, is there any questions that you have for me?